Am I the asshole for yelling at my husband at night and telling him we are never sleeping in the same bed again? Who's up first?
Sean.
Sean's up first.
You love to give me these confusing ones.
That's true.
Let's see here. I mean, no.
So you're saying not the asshole?
Not the asshole. I mean, I guess you could,
What scenario do you see playing out here?
I don't know. If I know of couples that are just like, oh yeah, like we don't sleep in the same bed. I really don't.
Fair.
I don't like that. I like to be comfortable in my own space. So maybe this person was like that, but then got convinced by their partner to be like, let's try this out. And then just over time, it has built up. I don't know. I'm fucking drowning over here.
No, that's fine. That's fair. That's a fair guess as well. John, what are you saying?
I'm going with yes. So it's going to be our first split today.
Ooh,
I think it's one of those situations where I'm thinking in this scenario that this guy is a crazy snorer and they probably can't control it. They probably don't have a CPAP machine to kind of help them with like sleep apnea or whatever. And the wife is just fed up of, oh my God, you snore way too loud. I don't ever want to sleep in the same bed as you. It's some sort of bodily function that it's like something natural that occurs. And the partner is just like, nah, I can't deal with this. Because Juliet was like, hey, you run way too hot. Don't even cuddle with me. And I'm like, I don't blame you, but I miss you. Please be next to me.
Jesus.
So she came back, but she gave me a present and she got COVID. And I'm pretty sure I got it now. God
damn, that sucks.
Just rock with it. It's fine.
I'm rocking with it.
We beat it. Home. It's over.
Yeah,
it's just a cold now, y'all.
That's I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. So let's hop into it and see. So Sean, you're saying not the asshole. John, you're saying asshole. Okay. So finding myself 36 female in an awkward situation in my marriage. I have been married to my husband, 38 male, for 5 years, and we have 3 kids. We are happily married. He is very loving and caring to me and the kids, no doubt there. He is a great dad and husband. The problem now is that he wets the bed every night.
Oh.
So, when it first happened...
a diaper, right?
I mean, that would be a...
That'd be
like the easiest solution.
Yeah.
Wear a diaper before bed. You never know what happens.
True. When it first happened, I didn't even know how to react. I felt embarrassed to talk about it with him, and the next morning he took out the sheets and cleaned everything up. Then it continued to happen. Sometimes once a week, sometimes every other week. I have been understanding and empathetic for him for the most part, and hoping this phase would come to pass. A little background. He lost his full-time job 18 months ago and has been between jobs since then. So he does Uber now and then while he's learning to become a realtor. So for nearly 2 years now, I have been the main breadwinner. We live in a high-cost country.
That's giving me the ick.
How long does it take to become a realtor? I can't imagine 2 years, right?
It doesn't take 2 years. I just don't like it when partners throw the whole, hey, I'm the breadwinner of this house type of shit.
I see. You're saying she gives you the ick.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of rubbing it in for a weird, like, I don't understand why right now.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, this context is not important to why he's been wetting the bed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the context that he's probably stressed as hell, and that could be what is leading to bodily functions doing what bodily functions do.
Could be. I mean, I don't know.
Love maybe. To be fucking wrong and widen the gap.
Not sure if this is the reason for the blow out the bed wetting. Or that's a weird way to phrase that, but not sure if this is the reason for the bed wetting. I'll say that instead. But recently he wet the bed again, and I blew up on him that night, screaming at the top of my lungs, and told him that he should never sleep on this bed again unless he solves his issues. The next day, he was back to himself again, very kind and caring. Since then, he's been sleeping in the guest room. I'm so confused. Has anyone else been in this situation? I love my husband so dearly, and I would die for him. Am I the asshole?
Would you die for him? Because you can't even fucking...
Can't even handle piss.
Yeah, you can't. Okay, I was wrong for sure. I don't know how diapers were not brought up. Maybe...
Same.
I live in a place where adult diapers are not easily accessible, but I can't... If you live in a high-cost country, I imagine you could just go get some adult diapers. Yeah, I was wrong. just not kind, especially when you have kids in the house yelling at the top of your lungs. I'm sure kids didn't have any trauma with that.
Was that sarcasm, Sean?
Yeah,
Just to make
definitely sarcasm. Also, I have to reiterate, just in case somebody thinks I'm a crazy anti-COVID guy. I was being sarcastic then too. I did. Sometimes people take what we say very literally. So yeah, that's good point, sometimes. Josh. I should. I was being sarcastic there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Your husband. It seems like something your husband can't really control. Like John said, it's bodily functions. Sometimes they just do what they do, and I don't know. It's it seems pretty shitty to. And it sounds like both of them have communication issues on both sides.
That part I agree.
Like after that happened, the next day he wasn't even like, "Hey, I get it. It sucks." But like nothing, just act like nothing happened on both sides. It seems crazy. And she just let things build up and build up and build up instead of, we found a solution in like
2 seconds,
first 5 seconds of this story. So it's just, it seems like a very easy fix for this problem. And I don't know how, if the Wikimaniacs have any clue as to why that might not be a solution, let us know. Yeah. But it seems like that would just be the one.
Okay. Yeah, I do agree that it's hard to really call her like a full-blown asshole in this situation, because I can understand where the frustration's coming in. And I did like the fact that you, Sean, that you brought up that they both suck at communicating. And I completely agree. I think once the guy starts realizing that, it's also hard to blame the guy for, not being able to say anything to the wife, because that's kind of embarrassing,
For sure.
I think we were talking about it earlier too, like the incontinence with the plane situation. Sometimes you can't help it. Like maybe there's some more deep rooted issues that he has, like medically, that he doesn't know about. With that said, I can understand why he's hesitant to possibly talk to the wife, because to me, the way I just see it, he's probably embarrassed enough as it is that he doesn't have a stable job. And if he brings up the whole like, hey, I'm having issues, we might have to go to the doctors, they might not have the best insurance possible, especially they already live in a high cost place. So that's just an adding expense to what he already can't provide. So that might be like an ego thing for him to not bring it up. But there are solutions like what Sean mentioned. I think diapers would be a great start for that. But for him, for OP to blow up on the husband, I think it's kind of wrong. And I already probably sticking with the asshole grade here, because I really got the ick when she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm the breadwinner of this house." And to me, if you slap that to your partner, that's just an insult for me, and I'm not a fan of that. So I guess I'm sticking to, I really think she's the asshole in this situation.
All right. So I wouldn't say strongly opposed to what you guys are saying, but I think I'm on the opposite end.
Interesting.
I change my vote so I can get up closer to the...
I do have a comment that actually will help with my case, but even before like this comment, I think this is a grown-ass man. If he has an issue, go to the doctor, figure it out. Your wife shouldn't have to communicate that to you and be like, "Hey, go to the doctor." I think that's a pretty, like, she's not your mom. She's your wife. She's your partner. If I had issues with my body, sure, I would communicate it with Sienna, but I would also be like, I'm going to go get this figured out because I want to, help myself, not make my wife get wet every night and not in a good way. Heyo.
Hey, that's the opposite of a fist bump, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll take it back.
Yeah, take it back.
Yeah. So in my opinion, I think, yelling at him might've been a bit too much, but I can also see where she's frustrated. It's been, years of this. It's been a while of this anyway, where he's just not taking care of himself and he's not gone to figure out his shit. If he's in a country, presumably if this is not America, where healthcare is free, then figure it out. If it is expensive and that's why you're not doing it, cheaper options like getting diapers, but that's not your wife's, responsibility to make you do that. kind of thing. So
I think there still needs to be like
a communication because it's a partnership at this point. You know what I mean?
It is like you're saying,
but
though, it is a pretty obvious
solution.
Well, no, not the solution. The wife shouldn't have to be like, "Are you okay?" Or the husband should be like, "Yeah, sorry about that."
I just don't feel like good partners are there to help each other out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, and it sounds like she has been supporting him for a while, and he just still hasn't gotten his shit figured out. That's where I'm coming. If it was the first time and she blew up at him, that's absolutely not okay. You should communicate first. But this is like, months of him still not getting it either checked out or wearing a diaper or anything like that. And to me, it's like, okay, your wife is not your mom and shouldn't have to, schedule a doctor's appointment for you, buy you diapers, figure out your shit. That's kind of where I'm lying. So that's kind of where I'm at.
I think we're both right in the sense of like, I agree with what you're saying, but I also agree with what John and me are saying that like, it's a two-way road. I mean, it's clearly a him problem, but I mean,
it's one of those, no one really sucks, but everyone sucks here at the same time situation.
Yeah. They just need to both open the line, like the lanes of communication.
Open your damn mouth and talk.
Okay, so that brings us to the comment, which does help support my case. So I apologize. I had this information.
All right, can I change
beforehand.
my answer so I can?
It's too late.
So someone asked OP for a little bit more information, and OP said it's been happening more often now, especially when he drinks before bed or days that he's very tired. He does nothing about it though.
Drinks before bed.
He does nothing about it though, even though we've talked about it several times, like adults. I was wrong to snap, but man, waking up suddenly at night by wetness had the wrong effect on me. So they have conversations.
With that context,
I have a question to ask.
Okay, I don't know if I can answer, but I will try my best.
We don't. I still get the point, right? Actually,
if you change. Yeah,
no, I didn't change because at the beginning of the story, I said you're not the asshole.
Right. I'm just saying if you change your outcome now, like you said asshole now.
Well, we always say after the fact.
Yeah.
So my prediction was right.
Yes, it was. I think because since they did communicate and that was your biggest hang up, right?
That's a point on the board for me.
I think so. I honestly,
we go off the, and it's not even a cheap win. We go off the prediction.
Yes,
not our end result.
This guy.
No.
He just wants.
Hey, I'm down bad. I'm down so bad.
I lost this episode. God damn.
It's not even a cheap point. I'm just
no.
I want it for whoever's keeping record. And I got a fucking point. I got a fucking point because John is out next week. I just want to
clarify that. Get
the gap a little closer so I can fully maybe take over next week.
I like it. Yes, boy. It is your point, Sean. I was just saying if you're changing when I asked, am I the asshole at the end, you were like, yes, you are. But
but we only give points for
predictions.
Yes. Yeah. So that is a point for Sean. But yeah, that was the biggest hang up you guys had was the communication part. Yeah. And I think even before that, personally, I say the husband is probably more in the wrong in this scenario just because he's not figuring his own shit out. But if you've been talking about it and he's still not doing anything,
there's no
then
excuse.
You're 100% not in the wrong.
I'd still go initially what I said in the beginning, and I don't think like it's completely on him like in the beginning, but with this context, after that conversation, yeah, dude, she's not the asshole for this. If she's a grown like she had that grown conversation and dude is not doing anything about it, yeah, that's definitely on him now.
I understand the maybe the job thing is important context for the fact that like he's been drinking before bed now because he doesn't have a job or because he's depressed for not having a job. Would have been nice to have that in the story. Don't need that in the comment afterwards, lady, but I'm just kidding.
You're not kidding.
It could have been an additional comment at the end.
But I love that.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.